In the world of business, efficiency reigns supreme. Every decision and resource is meticulously analyzed for maximum output. Inventory management stands out as a cornerstone of operational success. Inventory represents the lifeblood of many businesses. Effective management is paramount to profitability and sustainability. Poor inventory management can lead to disastrous consequences. Excess inventory ties up capital and risks obsolescence. Insufficient inventory results in stockouts and missed sales. Businesses must balance having too much and too little inventory. Inventory models help determine optimal order quantities and reorder points. They provide a framework for informed decisions about ordering and safety stock. Leveraging these models streamlines processes and reduces costs. The choice of model depends on business nature, demand patterns, and lead times. Two primary categories are deterministic and probabilistic models. Deterministic inventory models operate under the assumption of certainty. They are characterized by fixed and known variables such as demand, lead time, and order costs. All parameters are treated as constants with no room for randomness. Despite seeming oversimplified, deterministic models are valuable for businesses with stable demand and predictable lead times. Their simplicity makes them easy to understand and implement. This is particularly suitable for SMEs without dedicated inventory teams. Deterministic models help businesses make informed decisions about inventory policies. The goal is to minimize total inventory cost, including ordering, holding, and shortage costs. By determining the optimal order quantity and reorder point, businesses can meet customer demand efficiently.
Deterministic inventory models are best suited for situations where demand is relatively stable and predictable. This means that historical demand data should exhibit minimal fluctuations or seasonality. Businesses operating in industries with consistent demand patterns, such as essential consumer goods or industrial supplies, are more likely to benefit from deterministic models. Another crucial factor to consider is lead time. Lead time refers to the time elapsed between placing an order and receiving the inventory. Deterministic models assume a fixed and known lead time. This assumption holds true when suppliers are reliable and delivery times are consistent. If lead times are highly variable or subject to unforeseen delays, deterministic models may not be the most appropriate choice. The complexity of the inventory system is another important consideration. Deterministic models are better suited for simple inventory systems with a limited number of products and suppliers. As the number of products, suppliers, and warehouses increases, the complexity of the inventory system grows, and deterministic models may not be able to capture all the nuances and interdependencies involved. Deterministic inventory models are a valuable tool for businesses operating in environments characterized by stable demand, fixed lead times, and simple inventory systems. They provide a straightforward and cost-effective way to manage inventory, optimize order quantities, and minimize total inventory costs. However, it is essential to recognize their limitations and consider the underlying assumptions before implementing them.
Characteristics of deterministic models: first is that it gives precise predictions. Second, no probability distributions. They don't use probability distributions because they assume predictable, stable demand without any randomness or variation. And third, in deterministic models generally yield a single optimal solution for inventory levels, minimizing costs and maximizing efficiency within the given constraints. Advantages of deterministic models. Advantages of: first, deterministic models are easier to understand than probabilistic models. Their clear rules and predictable results make them easy to calculate, communicate, and analyze, especially compared to probabilistic models. This makes them great for situations where you need quick answers. Second, deterministic models usually give optimistic results because they assume a stable demand. This can be helpful in predictable situations, but remember that these models may not account for unexpected changes in demand.
Unveiling the assumptions. Deterministic models. First, when demand is known and constant. Second, lead times are fixed. Third, with no uncertainty. Limitations of deterministic models. First, unrealistic assumptions. Second, it ignores uncertainty. And third, This model may not account for real-world complexities. Examples of deterministic models. Economic order. Quantity. EOQ. The EOQ model assumes consistent demand. Economic order quantity, EOQ, is a formula that helps businesses calculate the ideal order size for inventory to minimize costs, consistent inventory levels, and meet demand. How it works: compares the cost of holding and selling goods with annual demand to determine the ideal order size and frequency. Formula for economic order. Quantity model is EOQ equals 2. The square root of 2 times annual demand in units, multiplied by order cost per purchase order, divided by annual holding cost per unit. Next, second type of deterministic model is economic production quantity, EPQ. The EPQ model also assumes consistent demand. Third type of deterministic model is basic inventory model. This model assumes consistent demand.
Comparing deterministic and probabilistic models. A concise overview. Considering uncertainty, deterministic models assume no uncertainty, while probabilistic models account for uncertainty. Related to predictions, deterministic models provide precise predictions, while probabilistic models provide probabilistic predictions. Related to assumptions, deterministic models assume known demand and lead times, while probabilistic models assume uncertain demand and lead times. Considering complexity, deterministic models are simpler, while probabilistic models are more complex. Interpretation. Deterministic models are easier to interpret, while probabilistic models require statistical analysis. Now, let's delve into some real-world case studies to see how deterministic inventory models have been effectively employed across various industries. Target supply chain optimization. Target utilized deterministic inventory models to streamline its supply chain, achieving a 10% reduction in inventory costs and enhanced delivery times. General Electric's inventory reduction. GE implemented deterministic inventory models to cut down inventory levels, leading to a 20% decrease in inventory costs. PepsiCo's supply chain optimization. PepsiCo leveraged deterministic inventory models to optimize its supply chain. The company focused on streamlining its distribution network, improving warehouse efficiency, and forecasting demand more accurately. This resulted in a 10% reduction in inventory costs, faster delivery times, and a more responsive supply chain to meet fluctuating consumer demands. Toyota's just-in-time system. Toyota adopted deterministic inventory models to fine-tune its just-in-time system, reducing inventory costs by 20% and boosting supply chain efficiency. Johnson & Johnson's is a global healthcare leader company, implemented these models to optimize its supply chain. By leveraging these models, the company achieved a notable 10% reduction in inventory costs and significantly improved delivery times and to meet the critical needs of its customers in the healthcare industry. Nike's inventory optimization. Nike implemented an economic order quantity EOQ model to streamline inventory levels. By analyzing demand, lead times, and holding costs, Nike achieved a 20% reduction in inventory costs and improved service levels. Walmart's just-in-time system. Walmart employed a just-in-time system which relies on deterministic inventory models. By optimizing inventory levels and reducing lead times, Walmart reduced inventory costs by 15% and improved supply chain efficiency. Dell's make-to-order production. Dell uses a deterministic inventory model to manage its make-to-order production process. By optimizing inventory levels and production schedules, Dell achieved a 30% reduction in inventory costs and enhanced delivery times. These case studies illustrate the significant impact deterministic inventory models can have on optimizing supply chains, reducing costs, and improving efficiency across various sectors. By understanding and implementing these models, businesses can gain a competitive edge and achieve operational excellence. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content on inventory management and supply chain optimization.